Bitcoin is right now trading against one of the most important resistance levels in this entire consolidation phase. And on today's update video, I will be talking about this, the most important Bitcoin CME gap which we are currently creating, many more important charts, and of course, I will be talking about a massive Bitcoin short liquidation which is about to be happening any moment right now here. So don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes on today's update video. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term, because once looking at the imminent short term on Bitcoin, we can clearly see that over the course of this weekend, we're creating yet again another Bitcoin CME future gap. And yes, like we have seen in every single weekend, once we're creating a CME gap, usually we are going to consolidate around that CME open price, and at the end of the weekend, if we're trading above it, we're almost every single time going to be filling up that CME gap. So once again, for today and of course the end of this weekend, if we're going to be trading significantly above the CME open price, we're most likely going to come back towards this price here on the Monday. And of course, if we're trading significantly below it, we're most likely going to come back towards this price also on the Monday or Tuesday. So whatever is going to be happening, I think that Bitcoin is going to remain to trade close around that $67,000. And if we are going to push very high above it, expect a big correction, vice versa on the lower side. Currently, Bitcoin is consolidating. And what we're seeing is that actually Bitcoin is consolidating below critical resistance. You can see the last two times Bitcoin retested this level. Here we saw a massive rejection all the way down to $55,000. And the last time we actually broke below this level was the point we saw the first correction all the way down to $60,000. So this is a very important level. And if we do break above this range right here, the next resistance for Bitcoin is going to be $72,000, which is of course already a significant higher target than we're currently trading on, because from this point towards the top side, it's another 6% push towards the upside. So that is what I'm currently looking for. And this level on the top side is very important because you can clearly see big support founded right here, big resistance founded right here, also big resistance right here. So it is likely that Bitcoin is actually going to be pushing up towards that exact level if we were to be breaking above this resistance right here. So this is what I'm currently seeing in terms of support and resistance heat map. And if I'm just currently looking at the trend, I think it's likely that Bitcoin is going to continue upwards, because first we were trading in a downtrend, and ever since we confirmed that higher low structure together with the higher high structure and the inverse head and shoulders pattern breakout, we are right now expecting that of course Bitcoin is creating a bullish trend and is most likely going to continue towards the upside. So it's going to be more than likely that we are actually going to be bouncing back towards the top side of the region, which is of course $71,000 to $72,000. And from off that level as well, I am going to start to take some partial profits on my Bitcoin long position. So currently, I am in about of a profit of what is it, like $128,000. And whenever I'm going to be hitting that $71,000 level, I'm going to start to take some serious profits on my trade, because that has been my initial take profit target. I opened my trade here on the lower side of the region, and my take profit is on the top side of the region. So this is how I'm approaching my trade. This is how I'm going to be taking my trade. So if you want to be staying up to date about everything I am doing on my trade, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I also shared my exact setup. I shared with you once I was in a loss exactly on this channel. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel right now. At the same time, while we're of course consolidating, we're breaking out of this falling wedge pattern Bitcoin created on the daily time frame, also on the 12-hour symmetrical triangle. So basically what we're seeing is that Bitcoin is continuing towards the upside quite strongly right now here, but still I believe that the price target on the top side has not been reached, and I think we're going to be reaching the price target whenever we confirm the break of 67.3k. And 67.3k is also that level I've been talking about so many times before, where the majority of the liquidity lays in the market. So whenever we break above that region, 67.5k approximately, we're going to see more than $2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin short liquidations. And whenever those short liquidations come, we're going to be seeing a massive squeeze higher. And while we're still in this consolidation phase, funding rates remain to be negative, or at least close to neutral. And in this run up towards the upside, we've been seeing it go negative quite some times right now here. And every single time once it goes negative, we see another squeeze towards the upside. And like you need to understand that in a bull market, if the funding rates go negative, it is an opportunity of a lifetime, because just like we saw over here, funding rates were negative, people were shorting massively the market, we saw a big squeeze upwards. Just like we saw here, people were shorting the market, big squeeze upwards. This is how it always goes in market. So please do not get trapped by shorting this slight little correction we're seeing in this massive bull market on Bitcoin right now. So if you want to be joining me with my next trade, because I'm sure there are going to be more trades coming in this bull market where we're going to be making thousands and thousands of dollars. I should better say 100,000s of dollars, because that's literally what we're doing right now as well. If you want to be joining me with that, first of all, subscribe to the channel, but also if you want to be getting yourself an own account on Bybit to trade, you can currently claim a free $200 trade on Bybit, and the only thing you need to do for that is go to the link description of today's video, press on this link right here, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and boom, you can be opening up your first free $200 trade on Bybit, and that $100 that you are depositing is also completely withdrawable, so you're basically getting a free $200 trade on Bybit if you run a sign up account using that link below. So check it out if you're interested in trading, but definitely something you should not be fading. So talking about the biggest move here, I mean, the biggest move is still yet to come. I explained this in yesterday's video and even the video before, but I want to be still pointing it out because it's not played out yet here. I believe still that the biggest move is yet to come, because if we're looking at the Bollinger Bands width, it is clearly indicating a big squeeze is still going to come on Bitcoin. And whenever that big squeeze is going to come, we're going to be seeing a massive move, and most likely, of course, towards that upside. So I'm super excited about it. We can see that, of course, also the bull flag pattern, it is starting to squeeze towards the upside. And whenever we do break that resistance on the top side, we're going to see that continuation. And whenever the continuation is here, we're going to be seeing at least price targets sitting around 110,000 US dollars, which is of course quite insane if you would ask me. And on a weekly time frame, Bitcoin is just perfectly retesting that weekly resistance back into support right now. And if we're going to be looking at the spot Bitcoin ETF, for the last week, we've seen a first complete week with positive inflows again, also on GBTC, and just basically in general, last week we've seen quite significant inflows, and we're almost going towards a new all-time high in cumulative flows on the spot Bitcoin ETF, which is of course quite insane if you would ask me. So yeah, the ETFs are once again accumulating. Market is looking very healthy. We are looking to create that higher low right now, and as soon as we do break above this resistance box right here, we're going to be flowing up to 71 to 72,000 US dollars, the top side of the range, where I am going to consider to take some profits off the table with my trade. So make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date about that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.